Such a big day at Homestead-Miami Speedway, and we're racing in the Camping World Truck Series.
And we're blocking already as we head to turn one.
That didn't take long.
How about Chandler Smith jumps to the inside of Ben Rhodes.
These tires, Vince, they fall off in a hurry. These drivers know this is the best the truck is going to feel, so they're very aggressive trying to gain some positions.
4 wide down the backstretch into 3.
Really difficult. You can enter the corners fast at the bottom, but it's really hard to exit it that way.
On board with Friesen, and just ahead of him is Kligerman in near contact.
They don't know how close that was.
John Hunter right up against the wall.
Did he scrub it? What Enfinger was talking about, they want to take care of that right rear. And man, getting that bent in this early is a big deal.
How does that change the handling of the truck?
It just makes it loose. He looks like he survived that first little scrape because he's got good speed here, looking on the outside of Kligerman off turn 4.
Remember John Hunter Nemechek running double duty this weekend. He'll run the Cup car for 23:11, and they practiced and qualified earlier today. He was fastest in practice, qualified 4th, so got to feel good about himself coming into this race here in the truck, but a little adversity early.
Well, the truck doesn't look like it's any worse for the wear right now.
Camping World Truck Series racing from Homestead-Miami Speedway. Great to have you with us today here on FS1. John Hunter Nemechek into the outside wall again. Second time that Nemechek has had a little contact with that outside wall.
Wow, this is big. Can't be doing that racing for a championship.
Long way to go.
Oh, there goes the tire.
Yeah.
Oh, Nemechek, one of our championship hopefuls, trying to secure a spot in that championship 4. Problems early. Josh Sims.
And you see the 4 of John Hunter Nemechek in right now. Been trying to run that top line and got into the wall several times. The right front went down. They also have to pull out the right fender. And over the radio, he just said to his guys, "I'm sorry."
Well, you remember when we went to Phoenix a year ago racing for the championship and got into the wall in the first lap.
How about Grant Enfinger up to the 5th spot right now? So getting by the 18 of Chandler Smith.
Pits closed, 2 to go here in stage 1. A couple of laps, 3 laps in fact, off the pace now, so Nemechek's hopes by the wayside, but Ben Rhodes continues to lead them all here in stage 1. Zane Smith makes it close, but it's the 9th stage win of the season for Ben Rhodes, and those all-important points that come along with it, 10 stage points. And he certainly looks like he's more than capable. He'll start on the inside of the front row, and Zane Smith is on the outside. Stage 2 underway.
Zane was really coming there at the end of that stage, was able to close right in on Rhodes. As you see, Ben goes to work up top.
Oh, 3 wide, Rhodes to the top for the lead.
That was impressive.
Wow.
What a nice move by Ben Rhodes.
Closes the door on Zane Smith, and Rhodes, who led them all in stage 1, is back out front after starting 3rd here in stage 2.
Maybe even more impressive is that 17 truck right there, Ryan Preece. Remember, started last for unapproved adjustments, now running up in the top 5.
John Hunter Nemechek, problems early in this race. He's a couple of laps down, got into the wall, cut a tire.
Battle for the lead.
Enfinger and Rhodes side by side.
This is going to open up an opportunity for Zane Smith to go somewhere. These 2 trucks running side by side won't have the speed they would single file. Zane's trying to take advantage of that.
It almost looks like down in 3 and 4, the bottom works a little bit better than it does down here in 1 and 2.
Rhodes able to hold off Enfinger, and that opened the door for Zane Smith to get Enfinger, and here comes Majeski and Ryan Preece. Everybody getting in on the act. Majeski had to check up just a bit. Preece gets that position.
Stewart a little bit loose there off turn 4, as we've seen all day long.
Back to the front, Rhodes and Zane Smith for the lead. Rhodes on the top, Zane Smith down on the bottom. We are at lap 12 of 30 here in this second stage as Zane Smith continues to challenge Ben Rhodes for the lead.
Here comes a big dive down into turn 3.
Zane Smith was the regular season champion this year. Of course, Ben Rhodes, the defending series champion, after getting it done last year at Phoenix. And Zane Smith back to the front. And here comes Rhodes trying to cross over on the bottom.
Bit of a wiggle there by Ben Rhodes as he entered the corner.
If I were...
We'll try running above the seam. We'll try running above that seam next time by, see if that helps us.
I'd be running from that 17 truck of Brian Priest is what I'd be running from.
And you can take one out because they have a little tether tied to it. You can take one out a lot quicker than you can put one in. That affects how low the truck will go.
They must feel like they don't have a truck capable of winning, and if you don't make that big swing, that's the way you got to be viewing it, right? If you're going to take a swing that big.
Absolutely.
Remember, he's been the championship runner-up the last 2 years, looking to take that next step forward this year, and he's going to win stage 2 here at Homestead. Pretty sporty so far with Majeski, Priest.
They had an 18-second pit stop.
Final stage underway at Homestead. Majeski on the inside, Priest on the outside, and 4 wide behind him as Infinger's trying to poke his nose in down underneath Majeski, and Ty shut the door.
Doing everything he needs to do right now.
And Christian Eckes just passes Ryan Priest for the 3rd spot. Priest in that 17, a winner earlier this season in Nashville, going to cross over and go right back at Eckes. And remember, that 17 still in the mix from an owner's point position in the owner's championship. Just because the 4 drivers that race for the championship don't necessarily mean those are the 4 organizations that are running for the owner's title in Phoenix in a couple of weeks. Grant Infinger, who is in a must-win situation, as we understand, has just gotten into the wall.
We got a tire.
Yeah, right where the tire's down.
We're going to come this time.
Oh, heartbreaking for Infinger, damaging his championship hopes. We've already seen one of the championship contenders go by the way of the wall.
Yeah, and as you guys see, the 23-year Grant Infinger on pit road now, scraped the wall. That tire went down, so a tough break for the 23. We know they're in a situation where it's a must-win if they want to make the championship 4. So they've got their work cut out for them in these final laps.
Winner earlier this season at Nashville, Regan.
Vince Ryan Priest pitting just a little bit earlier than most right here. That truck has just been very sensitive for him today, struggling to be able to hit the same line on entry in particular. 4 tires, you see it there.
Ben Rhodes, stage 1 winner on pit road in that 99.
Vince, they're just struggling to find the balance with this truck right now. They've helped the rears and getting more grip with those, but now they can't help the front and getting the grip with the front of that truck. They've been bouncing all around the balance.
Here comes Stuart Friesen to pit road. A little debris on the front of his truck. See him slide to a stop there.
Regan.
Stuart Friesen being told race the tires as this run has gone on and protect your truck right now. You see 4 tires for Stuart Friesen. A little bit of trouble on that right front as well.
All Stuart Friesen can do is ride in that 3rd spot. He's 10 seconds behind 2nd place Zane Smith.
Oh, Nemechek in the wall again.
Staying green.
I thought we were in a replay there for a second.
Way earlier this year.
Well, it's not going to... Oh! Right in front of Rhodes. Oh, unbelievable.
Crafton with the push to the back of Rhodes.
Ty Majeski had never won a race in the series before this season, and now he's won 2 of the last 3.
Oh, yeah, boys. Let's go get a championship, baby. Awesome job.
Isn't that great? He's all celebrating. Ben Rhodes over here just trying to catch his breath and make it through 2 more corners to go to Phoenix to race for a championship.
Rhodes just trying to avoid disaster here in the final quarter mile. Off of 4 and heading toward the finish line. And Ben Rhodes clinches the 4th and final position in the championship 4.